Okay. So I played something like that recently in a reel. Um, and someone asked for a tutorial, but the whole thing I was just improvising. Like, there's no time to it at all. So like, you wouldn't want to play that in any situation where you're wanting to keep time. Yeah, because there's just no consideration for time in any way. It's just whatever you want to do. But there's a lot in that whole reel, but I can show you guys that little walk down I did. Um, uh, I'm gonna zone out a lot right now. My brain's not working properly. I'm gonna move it. I don't even know what key I did it in originally, but I'm gonna move it to D flat minor. Um, and it's very similar to like the last video stuff I talked about. That's like very similar. Um, and so I did it like. But I probably should have done a sus there. So the first chord is D flat minor 11. Just voice like that. I hope you can see that. Okay. D flat minor 11, and then I just dropped the same shape a half step. To C minor 11, and then I'll say like I did, just B minor like 7 here. I think 9 because of the. But it'd probably be better to do like a sus here. So like a B9 sus 4. I'm hammering into the 9 there on the top. And then this is like similar to what I talked about last time. This is like a 2/5 to this A major 7 here. That same kind of thing as that I talked in the last one. So the B sus, and then I did E sus, but hammer onto the 3rd. I'm just barring that. It doesn't sound great, but I mean it works, right? That's what I did. Yeah, hammering into the 3rd, so I'm putting the 3rd there. It's just that shape. And then I did this like, it was like, yeah, that thing. I do that like all the time. I've been doing that for like 10 years or something. It's just a blues thing taken from the minor blues scale, the D flat minor blues scale. And that's like and I'm not picking all this when I do that. I'm just picking it once. Hammering on, hammer on, pull off. 7th fret, 8th fret, 5th fret, 7th fret, 8th fret, 7th fret, 5th fret. And then that's the 3rd string on the 6th fret. And then hammering on there to the 7th fret, sliding up. Right, and all in picking 3 times. And then but I did how did I do it? And then but when I'm doing that, I'm sliding from the 13th, I'm playing the chord into B flat altered, like that same. I used the same chord last time. What I was talking about. So B flat 7, flat 13, sharp 5, whatever. You see how I'm doing that? It's like it's a 13, but then I'm going into the sharp 5 there. And you could do that like that. It doesn't. But sorry, I keep like forgetting this, and then I go, oh god, what is it? Sorry, I'm wrong. Yeah, like hammering on there into the major 7. But that's just a major 7 there. That 2-5 to the A major 7. Into the, like what I talked about last time, the tritone sub, right, for like the 5. It would be a E9, right, but substituting the root note. Into that A major 7. Like when I'm doing that, I think I slid it a little bit. Slipped it around. But yeah, there's no 5th there, but you could do that however you want. And then I'm walking down from here to a G flat minor. So it's just the whole thing's like chromatic there. So there's A major 7, and so this is A flat. It's just it's like a different chord. It's like an inversion of a different chord with the 3rd and the bass or whatever. This is a mu chord. It's like the Steely Dan chord, MU. So you can look that up. These are like awesome. They're super useful just for like moving places, right? Like you can just fit that there if you're walking down. I always think of it as like a minor 7 with a sharp 5, right? But it would, like if you voiced it here, like on the 2nd string, it would be this voicing, and that has the natural 5th there on top, and that just sounds better if you did it on here. But whatever, it doesn't matter. I like going on topic. Yeah, so mu chord there. And then we're going to, like here, we're going to this minor. So like it, again, like it would be another 2-5 to that G flat minor, right? But we're doing another tritone substitution there so that the chromatic movement, mu chord, and then G13, which would be like a substitution for if it was like if it was a 5, it would be what D flat alter would be like a sharp 9, but we're replacing the root note there. So G13, and then when I was on the G13, I just like bullshit ran the Lydian dominant scale. I always think of it as like the altered scale for what it would be with like from the 5, because it's the same thing. It's just again like a reference thing. So I just bullshit like. So that would be like the like I'm thinking of it as like the D flat altered scale, but it's Lydian dominant over the G13. Yeah, I don't even know how it. It's not a great way to run the scale, but whatever. Yeah, and then that was just for tension there, and then resolved to G flat minor 7. I think I would play the open strings there because it would have that note. It's nice to keep, like, if you're walking somewhere, you're doing like a chromatic thing. It's good to use to try to use like a consistent note in each of the chords. It just sounds better, like that kind of thing. Like, see how that note is there for every chord when I'm walking down? Like here on the A major, it's the 5th. And then there, it's there in the mu chord. And then the G13, it's there. And so you could utilize the open strings here to play the minor seventh here, because it would have that note in it. That's like something you should try to do. It just sounds nicer, like when you're trying to do something that's kind of like it sounds nice to keep a. I think it's called a pedal tone or something. Right? That's why I said up here when I was walking down here. Instead of doing that, I said I should have done like a sus chord there, because that would be falling. I wanted that to keep falling, like when you have a movement, like you want it to kind of keep going. So yeah, you just gotta like try to think about stuff like that. Like I should have done it that way, but I was just improvising, so I didn't do it. You know. Yeah, that's how I did it, I think. Yeah. Sorry, my brain is not working well right now. But I think we kind of got through it, maybe. I hope that helped.